Hey, welcome back to Smithy's over 100 golf course season a year, and today it's Friday 31st of October 2025, which means it's Halloween, a day I can't stand being in the house. I hate all that trick-or-treating and stuff, so I've got to be away. Well, I've been in the house for nigh on 3 weeks now. First of all it was COVID again, and now and for the last couple of weeks I've had a back strain, non-golf related, but easing off now. And I've decided to come down to Wales for a week's holiday. And before I get to Wales, just before I cross the border, I'm at course number 124 this year. This is Ellesmere Port Golf Club. I think it used to be a muni called Houghton, but it's been taken over. No longer a muni now. Course I haven't played before, course number 124, Ellesmere Port Golf Club. Let's go and see what it's got. Ladies and gentlemen, it's course number 124 of 2025. It's Ellesmere Port Golf Club. On the tee, the man starting a week's holiday in Wales, but playing a course on the English-Welsh border where he can speak the language. From Kirkintilloch in Scotland, Smithy. There's the opener at Ellesmere Port. 408 yards, par 4. A straight one, and it looks like a stream running across down there. Probably going to catch my ball. Well, we're taking it easy today. First game back after having a back strain for a couple of weeks. Non-golf related. We'll see if it holds out. On the fairway at the first. And I thought it was a little stream, but it's actually a path there. And here's a danger to the left off the tee. There's a pond there. Straight up to the pin. And a closer look at the first green. I've played 2, and as usual I'm just that wee bit short. Little pitch on now. The second hole at Ellesmere Port, it's a par 5, 478 yards. From what I can see, it looks as if it's going to go through a gap in the trees and dogleg to the right. Can't really tell, I haven't got the map to see. I'm just filming off the normal tees. We've got the winter tees on, probably about 20-30 yards in front. And now I'm standing on the winter tee. I think it might actually go to the left, through the trees on the left as opposed to the right. Looks more obvious from here. Well, as I come down the second fairway, dog legs to the left. It's quite a sharp one, and you'd be better off placing your tee shot out to the right, but what did I do? Pull mine to the left. Blocked out. This is a green at a par 5 second, and despite being blocked out, I just had a wee 7-iron chip. I'm nearly on the green 3, I've just got a little chip on. Third hole at Ellesmere Port, 371 yards, par 4. It's a very narrow one through the trees here. It's a straight one. I got to place it right. Anything left or right, you're in trouble with the trees. I'll look down to the green at the third from the fairway. So it stays straight. A lot of leaves on the course. A bit of difficulty finding the ball. We're going back in the opposite direction from the third onto the fourth. This is 309 yards. Bunker sitting in the middle there. That's a straight hole. It's a decent enough strike from the fourth tee, even though I'm trying to take it easy with my back. And there's the pin there. Reachable in 2, as I said, just over 300 yards. Getting a reasonable roll on the fairway as well. Here we are at the fourth green. There's the Smithy ball at the back, probably about 10 foot away. Birdie opportunity. I'm not counting my score today, as I lost 4 balls in the first 3 holes in the leaves somewhere. Found one though. Fifth hole, first of the par 3s at Ellesmere Port, 176 yards. Again, it's a straight one, trees either side. Couple of bunkers, right and left at the front. Looks a fairly ordinary hole to me. Well, there's the pin at a par 3 fifth. Absolutely pin high. Pity I'm about 40 feet to the left. And with all the leaves there, it's going to have to be a pitching wedge. There's no bumping running today. Well, we've got back-to-back par 3s, because the 6th, 158 yards in the opposite direction. It's very, very similar to the 5th hole. And the green at 6, just short, get caught up in the leaves. Another little pitch on. And here's a short par 4, 260 yards. Again, it's straight. Trees on the right hand side. You've got a fence on the left. Well, a decent enough hit down number 7, and there's the pin there. Hopefully not too difficult hitting the green from here. Forecast for rain later this afternoon, but it seems to be, I think it's going to arrive a wee bit earlier. That's a nasty big cloud above the pin there. Hole number 8 at Ellesmere Port, 392 yards. Relatively straight, trees on the right again. Wee bit wider fairway if you can clear the trees on the left. On the 8th fairway, little ditch there. You can see the white poles, or white markers. And there's a green away down there. Still too far for me to reach today. So I'm not hitting it 100% or taking it easy. And here is the 8th green. I'm just short in 2. I'm doing lots of these pitching wedges today. Oh, that's the end of the first half. I'm not doing a Smithy against the golf course for a couple of reasons. One's, as I've continually said, just coming back from a back strain, so I'm not giving it 100%, just a little wee bit of practice. And the second reason, far too many leaves. It's taking a long time looking for your ball if you don't hit it straight, or even if you do hit it straight. So far I've lost 4 and found 2. The second one's an orange ball, and that makes it a wee bit easier to find, so I'm playing with that one. You have to remember somebody has lost that one in the first place as well. So we move on to the second half, and it's 351 yards, par 4. Through the trees, mark a post there, must dogleg to the right there I think. Little ditch there, about 50 yards down. Come round the right hand dogleg on 10, and there's the view down to the green. A bunker just ahead there, so if you're a bigger hitter, that could be a wee bit of trouble for someone cutting the corner. Oh, that's a wee bit of walk from 10th green to the 11th tee. Come round the back of the 3rd green. Saves you crossing over. Well, come on to number 11, 490 yards, par 5. Looks as if it's possibly doglegging to the right up there. Can't tell from here. Straight to start off with anyway. Oh, I've played 3 now at the par 5 11th after a poor drive that hit a tree on the left hand side. Probably still got about 100 yards to go. Bunkers right and left here. As it's only a slight dog leg, it fades to the right when you come up the hill a wee bit. When I say hill, there's no hills on the course, it's just a slight gradient. Well, the 12th hole, a par 3, into the wind, 176 yards. It seems a long way away today with the wind. Again, like the other par 3s, they're fairly ordinary, just flat ones. Tree lined, not a lot of shape to the hole. Well, I'm up at 12th green, and despite the bad back, there's the Smithy ball there. That orange one, that must be about 8 foot away. So that's nearly on the stage, on the dance floor. It's a perfect birdie opportunity. Moving on to hole 13 at Ellesmere Port, and it's a short par 4 at 288. Looks as if it's going to dogleg round to the right there. So let's make sure I don't hit my drive out to the right, or I'll be blocked in again. There's a nice wee chat to very friendly greenkeepers there at the 12. And there's a green at 13, quite a short hole. It is a dog leg, but it's more a sort of bend, as if you're going to drive round there. Well, I'm up at the green at the 13th, and I'm just about a yard short in 2 at the short par 4, and I've just played a wee bump and run there. Oh, look at that. Bingo, birdie time. Another par 3 at Ellesmere Port for the 14th hole, 175 yards. Through the gap in the trees. Looks a big wide green here. Pin on the left hand side of the green. On the green at 14. Smithy ball was about 8 foot away, but unfortunately that's in 2, so I had a little pitch on. Well, I sunk that putt for a par just as the rain's coming on. But counting back there, because I birdied the previous hole and the hole before that a par, so that's 3 pars or better in a row. So we're going to have to do the Smithy song. Ellesmere Port Golf Club, Ellesmere Port Golf Club, your golf course is terrified, Smithy's on fire. Your golf course is terrified, Smithy's on fire. Ooh, na 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 na. Well, that was unexpected today. Apologies. And hole number 15, 367 yards, par 4. It looks straight down, but it's quite tight with the trees, a wee narrow funnel into the green down there. So the best option is to try and play the ball out to the right. And hit it out to the right, fair enough, and opens up the green a wee bit for the funnel into the green. It's surrounded by trees either side. That's the rain just come on a wee bit now. I might have to have a wee break at the end of this hole for the shower. And just short of the green in 15. I didn't notice with my second shot there's actually a stream going diagonally across. Fortunately crossed it, and it's one of these, it's a little Dingley Dale green here. And this is me just having my shower break before I play the 16th hole. In the trees for a wee bit of shelter. Now on to the 16th, 417 yards. Stroke index 1, par 4. So we'll have a wee game. See if we can par the stroke index 1 that I normally attempt and normally dismally fail. Well, I played an okay tee shot on the stroke index 1 16th hole, but the pin seems miles away. Not a lot of rolling the ball in this fairway. Well, I just played my third shot now, and that's on the green. Probably about 12 feet away or so, probably a wee bit further once I get there, but there's a chance of parring the stroke index 1 hole. Well, that was my attempt at a par at the stroke index 1 hole from about 10 feet. Past the pin, about a foot away, so settle for a 5. 17th at Ellesmere Port, and this is the last of the par 3s at 174 yards. Now I can't say this one's plain because we've got a stream going down there. And that looks fairly dangerous, so it's a chance for a stunt golf ball Winifred to come out and give this one a go. Oh, by Jove, that's a lovely shot from Winifred, the stunt golf ball there. Nearly hit the pin. It looks like it might be on the green or it might have run through. Not quite sure. We'll find out. Just at the back of the green at 17, and we'll just run through. That was unlucky. Good tee shot. See, we've got a nice wee pitch up. And we finished with a par 5 here at Ellesmere Port. 458 yards. Kind of zigzags in and out the trees here. So not the easiest finish. I'm not doing a Smithy against the golf course, but I would estimate I was over my handicap on the front 9. And I'm definitely under the handicap in the back 9. So I played 2 in the par 5, the 18th hole. Managed to cross the stream just. There's the view of the green there. Clubhouse on the right hand side. Well, that's the end of the 18 here at Ellesmere Port. Oh, just wait, the greenkeepers are all working on the bunkers here, working quite hard with whatever machine it is. I didn't do a Smithy against the golf course today, as I said earlier, coming back from my bad back or a back strain, and a lot of leaves around in the course, so I lost a few balls in the first few holes. This course used to be a muni, it's been taken over. And when I read the older reports, it was saying it was really boggy, etc. But there's been some drainage work done. And I have to say the fairways were very dry. No problem at all, not even a squelch anywhere. The greens are coming back from Holotine, so a wee bit bumpy in places. Some of the greens have been a wee bit patchy, but you can see there, just look at the definition round, they're all really nicely defined with the fringes and everything. So fair play there. And I think the greens will be fairly decent once you get over the winter and into the spring. It's a flat Patland course, lots of leaves on it just now, and most of the holes are straight, and I thought the par 3s were a wee bit ordinary apart from the last one. But so it's never going to be my favourite type of course, but I've got to recognise that lots of people love the flat courses. I'm more of a links and heathland, as I keep saying. But the reason I came here today, this one's inexpensive. I would normally have played it in the summer, but it's not very expensive, 15 quid today. And with a bad back, if I wasn't able to complete my round, at least you're not losing a lot of money by doing that. So the good thing is, I'm ready and able to play. I'll be back out on Sunday, having a day off tomorrow. But I've got to give it a mark. Honestly, I suppose it would be a 5.5 for me today. If you come here in the summer, it's definitely going to be higher than that. And it's a decent facility. As I said, at 15 quid you can't quibble about the price at all. Definitely value for money. And very playable. I actually enjoyed myself today, especially knowing that I wasn't in any pain from the back, as I keep going on about. I've also got to mention, very friendly in the pro shop as well. I speak to all the greenkeepers around the place. It's a very friendly club to come to, so I'm impressed with that. But that's all from today here in Ellesmere Port. I'm just heading off to Wales for a week's holiday. Mainly drinking, bit of walking and some more golf courses. but this time I'll be playing ones that are out on the coast, I think. So looking forward to that, so catch you on the next one.